Have you ever stopped to wonder how sustainable your toilet paper really is? It's one of those everyday things we use once and toss away. No second thought, right? Hopefully. But as WRO's Elizabeth Laughlin revealed, what seems harmless could be linked to deforestation. That roll sitting in your bathroom might not be as clean as it looks. Big brands often source from forests being cut down faster than they can grow back. And that's just the start. Many household names use bleaching agents tied to skin irritation, PFAS chemicals that linger in your body, and microplastics that wash into rivers and oceans. According to NRDC research, 7 of the top-selling toilet paper brands fail basic health and environmental checks. The kicker? Almost no one talks about it because the industry prefers silence over change. So today, we're breaking that silence. Let's uncover the 7 worst offenders and the only 2 brands that passed every major test. If you've got kids, sensitive skin, or a septic system, this one's worth your time. #7, the ultra-soft brand that isn't so soft on the planet. Cottonelle Flushable Wipes. They're sold as flushable and sewer-safe, but city utilities tell a very different story. Pumps clog, pipes choke, and taxpayers foot the cleanup bill. A 2019 study from Ryerson University tested 101 wipe products. Guess how many fully disintegrated? 0, not 1. That's not an accident. That's a design flaw. In 2017, Water UK reported over 300,000 sewer blockages, with wipes among the main culprits. Those thick sheets twist around machinery and cost millions to remove. There's even a label called Fine to Flush that marks wipes proven to break down safely. Most store brands still fail that test. Why? Because in the US, there's no federal standard for the word flushable. Each company makes up its own rules, and the result is stronger sheets that destroy weaker plumbing systems. And it's not just pipes that suffer. Clogs push bacteria and foul smells back into homes. Repairs can run high, and who pays? You do. If you use diuretics or heart medication, you might visit the bathroom more often, and that means more contact with preservatives, surfactants, and lotion-coated fibers. Sensitive skin doesn't love that mix. Even ACOG's 2021 guidance says to skip scented wipes and scented toilet paper for intimate care. Open a pack and you'll smell why. The lotion and perfume linger. Drop one in a toilet bowl and it stays intact. It wraps around anything that spins. Plumbers have one rule: bin it, don't flush it. Every wipe that claims to disappear costs your city more than you think. The simplest solution is the smartest one. Use plain, unscented toilet paper and rinse with warm water or a bidet attachment. Pat dry, no residue, no clogs, no chemicals. If you travel, choose wipes clearly labeled bin, not flush, and keep a small sealable pouch. Your pipes, your wallet, and your neighborhood will thank you. #6, the scented illusion, Angel Soft Lavender Tube. That soft lavender scent feels cozy, but dermatologists warn it can backfire. According to both ACOG 2021 and the Cleveland Clinic 2023, fragrances are a leading cause of irritation in intimate areas. The problem? Labels rarely tell you what's inside. The International Fragrance Association lists over 3,000 fragrance chemicals in use today, often hidden under one vague word: fragrance. Each wipe or sheet touches the body's most sensitive skin, and warmth plus pressure make it easier for those chemicals to transfer. For people who wipe frequently, like those on hydration plans, kidney meds, or heart medication, that exposure multiplies. This isn't about fear, it's about frequency and skin sensitivity. Because when your goal is clean, perfume shouldn't be part of the process. The truth is simple: clean doesn't have a smell. Let's put some facts on the table. Medical experts have been saying it for years. Skip fragrances for the most sensitive skin. The American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, ACOG, published it in 2021, and dermatologists echoed it again in 2023 with detailed patient advice. The reason is simple. That area has thin skin and a delicate balance of bacteria. It needs gentle care, not perfume. But marketing loves to do the opposite. Scented toilet paper rolls promise freshness and a pleasant bathroom smell. The catch? That scent doesn't stay in the core. It transfers to the paper and eventually to your skin. If you want a nice-smelling bathroom, use an air freshener, not perfumed paper. Toilet tissue should be plain and uninteresting. Here's the simple fix. Choose unscented, hypoallergenic rolls. Skip the lavender, fresh breeze, or spring bloom versions. If you want an extra clean feel, use a bidet attachment or a small Perry bottle with warm water, then pat dry with plain tissue. You'll reduce friction, skip the hidden chemicals, and save money. No overpriced aroma rolls. Your body will thank you for fewer irritants, and your plumber will thank you for fewer calls. In short, scent belongs in the air, not on your skin. Both ACOG 2021 and the Cleveland Clinic 2023 agree fragrance-free is safest for intimate areas. With thousands of fragrance chemicals in circulation, the less contact, the better. Have you or someone at home ever noticed itching or dryness after switching to a scented roll? You're not imagining it. #5. The softness icon with a hidden forest cost. Charmin Ultra Soft and Ultra Strong. Comfort sells, but environmental scores tell a different story. In NRDC's 2024 Issue with Tissue report, Charmin received an F grade for having 0 recycled or alternative fibers across its main lines. That means every sheet comes from freshly cut trees, not from recycled material. The NRDC urges shoppers to choose 100% recycled or certified bamboo paper to protect forests, especially the slow-healing boreal forests of Canada. Those regions store massive amounts of carbon and provide habitat for caribou, yet they're being cleared for soft, white rolls. Other brands scored top marks by using recycled content and cleaner bleaching methods, proving softness doesn't have to come from fresh trees. Here's the bigger picture. Virgin pulp means more logging, more transport, and more energy-intensive bleaching, all to achieve that bright white color. According to 2024 environmental reviews, chlorine-based bleaching leaves a larger footprint than recycled paper production. Brighter paper, busier mills, bigger impact. And this doesn't stop at forests. In 2024, the U.S. government set strict limits for PFAS chemicals in drinking water, just 4 parts per trillion. Hitting that target requires cleaner water systems, and pulp mills are part of the industrial chain that affects those watersheds. This isn't about blaming a single brand, it's about understanding scale. Every roll connects to a bigger system. So yes, Charmin feels soft for a few seconds, but it's costly for decades. Cute bear mascots sell comfort. Policy pages tell a different story. Softness is easy to feel. Fiber sourcing takes effort to check. That's how a failing grade still dominates the market. A better paper doesn't need a cartoon. If you're someone who takes blood pressure meds or diuretics, you're already mindful of your health and hydration. The same care should apply here, because more industrial runoff means higher treatment costs for communities, and that eventually shows up in household bills. We don't flush in isolation. We share pipes, plants, and water systems. Your move. Switch to 100% recycled or chlorine-free PCF/TCF toilet paper when possible. If you prefer bamboo, look for FSC-certified products. The texture feels slightly different, but the planet breathes easier. You can also cut waste by pairing a roll with a bidet attachment. Less paper, Fewer clogs, less strain on sewers and mills. Try tracking your daily sheet use for a week. You might find your bin lighter and your receipt shorter. Would you trade a tiny drop in softness for a massive gain in sustainability? Hashtag 4, Quilted Northern Ultra Plush, luxury that costs the earth. Coming in next is Quilted Northern Ultra Plush, the 3-ply luxury roll that earned another F grade on NRDC's 2024 scorecard. Why? Zero recycled fiber, zero alternative fiber. Every sheet comes from new trees. That extra softness means more logging, more bleaching, and more transport, all for a product used once and flushed away. Chlorine-based bleaching, common in virgin pulp, creates a whiter sheet but also a larger environmental footprint. Virgin pulp demands more of everything: wood, energy, and fuel, compared to recycled fiber. And communities near those mills bear the impact through air and water pollution. In 2024, the EPA tightened limits for PFAS chemicals in water to just 4 parts per trillion. Every added industrial footprint makes it harder for local utilities to meet those tiny numbers. So while the product feels rich, the real cost lands downstream, in the environment, in municipal budgets, and eventually in our own water bills. Luxury for a moment, impact for years. Because in the end, the system always pays for softness. Your shopping cart is part of the story. That thick, quilted texture might feel premium, but it leaves a heavier footprint. Run your fingers across the embossed pattern. That squeak is marketing, not cleanliness. Real clean comes from good design and water, not from triple layers wrapped around a mascot. Each extra ply means more fiber, more weight to ship, and more energy to process. You pay for it at checkout, and communities pay for it in fuel, water, and waste treatment. Soft doesn't always mean sustainable. The smarter move? Read the policy page, not the packaging. A good grade means transparency, published recycled percentages, clear use of alternative fibers like bamboo, and cleaner bleaching methods. Look for PCF or TCF. An F grade means none of that. The truth is simple. If a company wants a better grade, it can earn it. Some already have. This also ties into personal health and household math. If you take diuretics or heart medications, chances are you use the bathroom more often. That means more sheets per day, more rolls per month, and more demand upstream. Multiply that by thousands of homes, and you're looking at a real industrial load. More logging, more trucks, more emissions. When water systems add treatment plants to meet strict new chemical limits, the costs trickle down to ratepayers. None of us wipes in isolation. Every flush connects to the same system. So here's the fix. Choose 2-ply, 100% recycled toilet paper made with PCF or TCF processing. If you prefer bamboo, pick certified brands with credible forest marks like FSC. Pair that with a bidet attachment, you'll use fewer sheets and still stay perfectly clean. Your skin won't notice the missing ply, but your trash bin and water bill might. Always check the back of the pack for recycled percentages and skip vague luxury claims that never show numbers. If a brand can't publish its fiber facts, it's not premium, just polished. If this kind of straight talk helps you shop smarter, hit like and subscribe. Comment your current brand below. We'll show you the safer swaps next. Would you trade 1-ply for a product that actually lists its fiber policy? Hashtag 3, the bulk favorite with a bad score. Kirkland Signature Bath Tissue, Big Pack, F grade. Here's the warehouse story in a nutshell. Huge value packs, tiny sustainability store. In the 2024 NRDC Issue with Tissue report, Kirkland Signature received an F grade for using 0% recycled content in its bath tissue. The brand's massive production scale adds direct pressure on boreal forests, according to the NRDC. Every shipment means more trucks, more pulp, and more emissions. Walk down a warehouse aisle and you'll see walls of plastic-wrapped bundles. Efficient for shoppers, but not for forests. Buying in bulk reduces store trips, but it doesn't change the math behind the fiber. If the roll starts at 0 recycled material, the climate cost begins before it even hits the shelf. And while water utilities are working under new EPA standards, just 4 parts per trillion for PFAS chemicals like PFOA and PFOS, larger industrial water footprints make that job harder and more expensive. Those upgrades, they show up on your utility bill. It's all connected: pulp, paper, water, and wallets. The packaging might say soft, strong, and septic safe, but the real question is, how much recycled fiber does it contain? For Kirkland's main product line, the answer in 2024 was 0, and that's why it failed. The fix isn't complicated. Brands can publish percentages, switch to recycled or bamboo fiber, and move toward cleaner bleaching methods. Some already do. For households, the link is direct. People taking diuretics or blood pressure meds use more paper per day, and that adds up fast. The same mills producing virgin pulp also drive the costs downstream when utilities upgrade filtration. Your cart can change that loop. If you shop at Costco, look for any third-party verified recycled tissue. If none is in stock, reduce usage with a bidet attachment and swap paper towels for recycled options. It still cuts total pulp demand. Check for clear recycled percentages, PCF/TCF processing, and A grades on scorecards. If you can't find any of those, the brand is selling you comfort without accountability. Would you adjust one shopping habit if it meant a cleaner water bill and a lighter footprint? #2, the click-to-order offender, Amazon Basics and Presto bathroom tissue. Online stars don't tell the whole story. Amazon's private labels, Basics and Presto, both earned F grades in NRDC's 2024 report for using 0% recycled fiber. 5-star reviews can't grade a forest. The algorithm says best value. The scorecard says high impact. Here's the issue. Virgin pulp means constant logging, long transport routes, and energy-heavy processing. Private label supply chains often hide where their materials come from and how they're bleached, making environmental oversight nearly impossible. Meanwhile, public water systems are under tighter rules than ever. With EPA limits now set at 4 parts per trillion for PFS, every new industrial load raises the bar for treatment and the cost for consumers. And again, daily habits matter. If you use the bathroom more often because of hydration routines, medication, or health needs, your household usage multiplies that demand. Scale that across millions of homes, and you see how your cart fits into the bigger loop. 2-day shipping might be fast, but forest recovery isn't. The solution? Support brands that publish fiber sources, recycled content, and certification marks. Choose smaller brands with verifiable sustainability records, or switch to recycled and bamboo alternatives available through the same marketplace. Because 5 stars might rate softness, but they don't rate sustainability. Start at home. The pack shows up: bright box, tight plastic wrap, rolls stacked tall, looking perfect. First touch, soft. Rub it twice and you hear that little squeak. The promise is comfort. The story behind it is not that simple. Clicks happen fast. Forests don't. NRDC's 2024 report says to buy toilet paper that publishes its recycled percentage or lists alternative fibers. The top-rated brands earn their A by being transparent, showing fiber math and using PCF, process chlorine-free, or TCF, totally chlorine-free, methods. No fiber data on the label? Then you're not buying a plan, you're buying a question mark. Search for 100% recycled options and check the brand's sustainability page before that one-click checkout. If your favorite site doesn't have good options, add a bidet attachment. It cuts sheet use drastically, saving trees and money over time. Recycled rolls often cost the same per use, especially once you're using fewer sheets. Your bin fills slower and your grocery bill relaxes. Remember, fast delivery isn't a sustainability policy, it's just logistics. The real win is in the fiber. Would you swap your auto order for a recycled roll if the price matched? Why fiber policy matters. Wipes are a separate mess, but thick, strong sheets strain pipes too. Keep it simple, just paper and water. Skip the perfume and lotion. They don't clean, they just coat. At the top of the old school list sits Scott 1000 Single Ply. Famous name, outdated policy. The 2024 NRDC scorecard gives it an F and notes 0% recycled content. It's made entirely from virgin pulp, a long roll with a long footprint. Virgin pulp means more logging, more transport, and higher mill energy. The impact rolls downhill into water systems and communities. In 2024, the EPA capped PFAS levels in drinking water at 4 parts per trillion, strict limits that are harder to meet when industrial water pressure rises. And the bills land at homes, not factories. Small habits, big ripples. If you use diuretics or heart medication, you likely wipe more often. Single-ply rolls look long but need more pulls per use, meaning more pulp and more shipping upstream. It all adds up. Hold one to the light. It's thin, squeaky, and weak when wet. You double it to make it work, and suddenly the long roll isn't saving you anything. Let's ground our choices in data. According to NRDC 2024, A-grade brands use recycled or alternative fibers with PCF/TCF processing. F-grade brands hide their numbers. If a roll doesn't show recycled content, assume it's made from trees. Recycled multiply options are stronger, softer, and break down well in septic systems. Pair that with a bidet or a squeeze bottle and your paper use drops drastically. Lighter bins, cleaner conscience. Prefer bamboo? Pick certified brands with transparent sourcing. Function should matter more than roll length. After all, doubling sheets isn't saving money, it's wasting trees. What to look for? 100% recycled fiber. PCF or TCF processing. No fragrance, no dyes, no lotion. Publish data on packaging. Some companies are already doing it right. Transparent, fragrance-free, chlorine-free, and proud to publish their numbers. Once a long-standing New Jersey brand that rebuilt after setbacks. The other, a Vermont staple known for clean, simple paper. Both meet the mark. Gentle on skin, easy on pipes, lighter on your water bill. This list was checked against 2024 NRDC's scorecard and the EPA's PFAS rule, so the bar's real and current. Simple, honest, sustainable. Bonus pick #1 Markle Small Steps, 100% recycled. Recycled that actually means recycled. Markel's label says it, and the roll proves it. Their 2025 specs confirm 100% recycled fiber with chlorine-free processing. No fresh tree pulp, no harsh bleaching stages. The look is natural by design. It's paper, not a beauty product. And it earns that authenticity. According to the 2024 NRDC scorecard, recycled toilet papers with clear fiber percentages and listed processing methods score highest. Markel checks both boxes: transparent, honest, and traceable. Why it matters. If you use blood pressure or diuretic medication, you probably wipe more often. Add fragrance, and you're inviting irritation. Markel stays fragrance-free, simple and steady. Recycled fiber reduces the load upstream, less logging, less transport fuel, and lower mill emissions. That's critical when water systems are already working to meet the 2024 PFAS limits of 4 parts per trillion for PFOA and PFOS. Your cart plays a role in that balance. Open a pack and you'll smell paper. No perfume cloud, no fresh scent disguise. Just the real thing. The sheet feels firm and quiet, does the job, then vanishes. No lotion film, no false gloss. Premium isn't a mascot or slogan. It's a policy with numbers you can verify. If the label says 100% recycled and PCF or TCF, that's a win. Markel gives you exactly that. Bonus Health Link. Fragrance-free, plain tissue is gentler on sensitive skin, especially for those wiping multiple times a day, kids or elders. Clean doesn't need chemicals. If shelves are empty, pick any brand that clearly says 100% recycled and lists PCF or TCF. Skip perfumes and lotion layers. Pair it with a bidet attachment or squeeze bottle, and you'll use fewer sheets, saving both waste and money. For strength, fold the sheet twice. Short pulls, not wraps. Let water handle the rest. For septic systems, simplicity wins. Plain paper, small amounts, no wipes, no scented cores. That keeps pipes clear and weekends plumber-free. Markel plus a bidet cuts waste and feels cleaner too. Clear label, recycled fiber, chlorine-free, no scent. If 2 rolls cost the same, choose the one that shows its math. Would you trade a long roll for a 100% recycled one? Bonus pick #2, 7th generation, extra soft and strong. Soft without the spin. 7th generation keeps its promise, 100% recycled, fragrance-free, and proudly plain. Their 2025 page lists it clearly: recycled fiber only, no dyes, no perfumes. It's not flashy, but it's trustworthy. NRDC's 2024 ranking puts this brand among the top grades for recycled content and transparent processing. No fresh trees, no chlorine tricks, no marketing fluff. Just facts that match what's in your hand. Why it matters. If you use heart or water pills, you wipe often. Fragrance and lotion can cause irritation with repetition. A simple, recycled roll avoids that. Upstream, cleaner fiber means less industrial heat and pressure, which helps water systems working under the strict PFAS limits. At home, the difference is quiet. Open the pack, the air stays neutral. The sheet feels soft, not greasy. It folds well and holds. No lotion slip, no artificial shine. Numbers always beat adjectives. Look for 100% recycled and PCF or TCF on the label. If both are there, it earns a place in your cart. If neither appears, it's not worth the shelf space. Everyday notes. This roll is 2-ply. Fold once, use less, and pair with water. You'll need fewer sheets than with a thin, long single-ply roll. That saves money and cuts truckloads over time. Clean shouldn't cost extra. Prefer bamboo? Fine. Just pick one with FSC certification and a dated PFS-free claim. The same rules apply: numbers first, perfume never. Keep your plumbing happy. Flush small amounts, skip wipes, and avoid scented cores. Cities spend millions fixing clogs. Small habits at home make a real difference. Over time, recycled rolls match premium per use, especially when you're not wasting extra sheets or buying scented air. A bidet attachment turns 2 rolls into 3. Clean, smart, sustainable. Quick tips. Look for 100% recycled or certified bamboo. Choose PCF or TCF processing. Skip perfumes, dyes, and flushable claims. Check total square footage before comparing packs. Prefer recycled or reduced plastic wrapping. When 2 rolls feel the same, go with the one that shows the numbers. Soft is fine, but safe, clean, and sustainable are better. Your skin wins. Your pipes win. Your water wins. Subscribe to Honest Paper.